Hi guys, and welcome to this week's budget review. Seriously, can't believe that it's been a week since we've last done one of these, but I'm feeling a little bit more chipper, a little bit more energetic this time around. So, to get things started, if this is your first time seeing this planner or watching one of my budget reviews, I picked the Hemlock and Oak 2023 Daily Planner for my budget planner for this year. I love this thing. It's a little beefy planner. He is dirty. He's well loved, well used. But guys, I mean, this is hands down. This is my forever budget planner. I'm in love with it. I mean, I can't say anything else about it. I mean, like, this thing is beautiful. I wish that they made a big size because this would be my weekly planner as well. But this is the size that they seem to come in. So, and I mean, like, this thing is made out of like recycled, sustainable materials too. I believe they said these are made out of like recycled water bottles. So, I mean, that's pretty freaking cool. So, if you haven't checked out Hemlock and Oak, feel free to use my link down in the description. It gets you like 10 or 15% off of your order. The 2024 versions are available currently. They're ready for pre-order. And like I said, I do highly recommend them. If you want to see what a flip through of the planner looks like before it's used and abused, feel free to check out my previous video. I'll link that in the card up there. But other than that, let's go ahead and get going here. Try to make this as quick and smooth as possible. So, to start out, they give you a 2-year at a glance page. I use this to document the projected pay dates of all of my debts. Amazingly, they fit on 2 pages, so that was kind of nice and convenient, and it does kind of give you, you know, the light at the end of the tunnel when you're paying off all your debt. So, that was just the original plan. Somehow or another, it turned into me wanting to see how long it took me to pay off each debt, which I'm actually kind of glad that I did, because this page right here is very motivating. I mean, just basically, because I mean, when you're paying off debt, it just seems like you're paying it and paying it and paying it and paying it, and I mean, there is no wow, you know, it's you're just paying it, and it's money you wish you were keeping in your bank account. So with this, I do kind of get a wow, because it's like, oh, wow, you got that one paid off in a month. And it's like, wow, you paid this one off. And then I snuck Best Buy in there and paid that off. And, well, Capital Platinum almost gave me a nervous breakdown. But I got that taken care of. Hey, it's a debt payoff journey. It's has its ups and downs, right? So, I mean, I got that taken care of, battled through that. Got Gazelle paid off City. And now we're on the big bad boy Discover. He's a 0% offer that it doesn't run out until January, but I mean, I do need to worry about transferring it over to another 0% offer if I can't get this thing taken care of by December. So that's why he's bumped up before everybody else. And seeing that it is going to take me way longer to pay off Discover than it did these guys, I decided to go ahead and make like a Discover Tetris, just for the fact that it would just be me marking a yellow line here until like the end of the year. There's no fun in that. So I took a Tetris and I made it just for the Discover card itself. I wish that I was making better progress on this, but at the same time, like, I'm able to see I am making progress. So, any progress is better than no progress. So, I do want to add a couple more blocks to this by the end of the month, but as far as the Discover payoff process, that's where I'm at. So, after that 2-year at a glance, they give you this beautiful page here of a 1-year at a glance. Again, this was one of those pages of where I was just like, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with this. So I kind of made it like like a yearly dashboard type thing. So, of course, I marked down all of my paychecks. That was the first thing I marked. Those are in green. Of course, all of the holidays, those are in purple. Birthdays are blue. Large amounts of money coming in and out, I made them yellow. Vehicle expenses are orange. I'm really happy that I put those in there because I'm one of those people that literally wait until the very last moment. So now I can, at least look at it every time I come on here and I'm like, oh, yep, yeah, that driver's license that's coming up. So it's not going to surprise me anymore. Taxes, I made this beautiful green. Tried to cheer them up because I don't like paying taxes, but I got to. So, yeah. And of course, the focus account, they're in red. If I'm able to pay it off for that month, I do mark it on the calendar when I did pay it off. So again, that's another fun way of getting to see, like how you're paying things off, which, I mean, I got a lot done. I covered a lot, a lot, from January to May. So that's kind of cool. It kind of sucks that, I'm not going to get to see that for this part of the year. But again, like I really need to get Discover taken care of. So let's go ahead and just focus on that. And again, like I said, I made the Tetris just to keep it fun, to keep me engaged in it. And again, just to track my progress because I'm apparently a visual person when it comes to this. The next part that is in the beginning of this planner, journal, whatever you want to refer to it as, shedding again. They had the important pages, which of course they had all the holidays and that, but again, I'm using this as a budget planner. So I was like, okay, what's the most important thing about paying off your debt? And that is listing all of your debts, which is the suckiest part of this. It's not fun, but it's something you gotta do. You have to figure out what the totals are. You gotta list them in the order that you want to pay them off. Like I said, like these three here, these are 0% offers, so they did get bumped past this Capital card here. So, I mean, that's the only reason why. Other than that, I would have just went with the snowball method. And I mean, so far it's been going really well. This is the original Tetris here. So basically what I do with this, just to keep myself mentally sane here, with math-wise, is I wait until the end of the month. I total up how much I paid towards my debts. I mark it down here, and then I fill in the blocks at the end, just because it's a lot more easier than trying to figure out, like, you paid 25 on this one, you paid 30 on this one, and I mean, come on, guys, the pieces are like $104.99. So just to make the math easier, I just wait until the end of the month, and it is kind of like a nice surprise because you get to look on there and just be like, wow, I mean, I'm still really surprised. Like, I paid that much off in February. I'm still trying to figure out how I did it. I wish I could do that for these other months. I mean, that's literally almost double of what I paid in June. So, I mean, even the 900, like, come on, I mean, I'm further into the game. I thought that my payments per month would be getting larger, and they're getting smaller. So I don't know, with the whole snowball method, but I don't know, guys. I kind of had like a meltdown in March, at the end of March, so I think I'm still recuperating from that. I went a little overboard with the paying, so we don't want to cause that to happen again. So you live and you learn, right? So the next part of this that we're going to look at would be the monthly layout. And basically, I just took all of my bills. I marked down the days that they're due so that I could, like, get a look ahead of time and know, like, hey, you're about to get slaughtered this week because this is when all the big bills are due, But fortunately, I had a payday there, but I'm not thinking, man, I got all this money and then I would spend it, because it's like, no, because we got all these bills. So that's the main reason for using a full month calendar here. I do have my daily savings goal. Originally, this was $5 a day. I've just gotten used to the money not being there, so I just take it out for each paycheck. Since July is a 31 day month, it's 31 times 5, and then I divide that in half. But again, just to simplify it, I made it 75 and 80 to get that 155. So first one's in, just gotta put the second one in on the next payday. It did originally start out with a no credit card challenge. January, again, I'm going to show it. January, we did great. February, we did great. And March is when it was kind of like, oh, but again, I think that was because of the taxes. Not quite sure what was going on there, but I think that kind of like messed it up. So, I mean, I'm not getting perfect months like I was back in January and February, but at the same time, to me, any day without me using a credit card is better than any day that I do use the card. So I'm going to celebrate each of those little marked off days. I do keep track of my tanning package. It was a large amount. I just split it into 3 easy payments for the summer. So the first of every month, I take care of that and get that out of the way. This one, guys, I had to catch my breath. Okay, so this one, I went ahead and just marked it off that I was paying it in full, because I didn't want to like miss it like I did with the whole raincoat thing. That was back in March or April too. It's one of those things where you do use your store card and you're thinking, oh yeah, I got a great deal on that, and then you forget about it because you never used that card. So yeah, I made sure that this thing was done and gone. And of course, my Discover payoff plan for the month of July. So basically what I do is every Sunday I put $50 towards the debt that I'm attacking. And what is it? We already owe 100, which granted it's only like $30 or something is the minimum, but I've been putting 100 on it, so that's my minimum for Discover, so I already have that. And City was the other one that I was putting 100 on every month, so I've just switched that City payment to a Discover Extra. So that's what all the arrows and stuff are for. So that's my little payoff checker right there. And not only do I list them there, I put them on this as well. And we're about ready to see that they go on the daily pages as well. So yes, my extra payments are listed 3 times, and that's just kind of like a security check just to make sure that I pay them. It's not that I'm thinking about making extra payments, it's I'm actually making extra payments. So I think that's the biggest change with this planner than my previous budget planners. And like I said, it's going really, really well. 100% satisfied with this planner, guys. Like, this is my forever budget system. And, I mean, we all saw Sally got a lot of debt, so we're going to be needing a budget planner for a very long time. So, I left Ginge, basically on this Sunday here. I'm not quite sure how early it was that Sunday, but, let's see here. My focus quote is a little bit goes a long way. So, yeah, I wish that I could put more towards my Discover account, but then again, like, I do have to remember from the flop from March is that $50 seems to be my limit here for some reason. I tried shooting for 86 and it literally took too much out of my checking account. I wasn't able to make the extra payment for this week, and that kind of resulted in me needing to use the credit cards. Again, the goal is to not use the cards at all. So, like, yeah, I would love to make more $50 payments. I would love to make like $75 payments. but something tells me not to do it because I don't want a repeat of March. Um, that gets me into the work week, which this was a doozy. But yeah, so Monday pretty much sucked. I was happy to know that I had the bills covered with auto pay on Discover. Um, I mean, granted, I'm gonna have to clear these things out on Friday because they are covered by a credit card. But at the same time, it's like, hey, they're taken care of, or I would have missed these things because my shifts during the summer suck. And I don't look at any of this budget planner during the week because my math is not the best when I'm sleep deprived. So, what I learned on Monday is I was stressed. I eat when I'm stressed, and I tried going for ice cream on break, and I'm guessing that they didn't even take the graham crackers out of the wrapper before they blended it into the ice cream because there was just shreds of plastic all throughout it. Um, excuse me, guys. And it was basically like inedible. I had to throw it away. So basically, did I want the ice cream? Yeah. Did I need it? No. What did I learn? Don't spend $4.76 on something that you do not need. And I also got sandwiches from Subway, and guess what? The day sucked so bad, I forgot them. So that's literally like $15 right there down the drain, wasted because I tried spending money while at work during these shifts. So that's what I learned on Monday. Tuesday, um, Tuesday is whenever I got that final email from Kohl's saying, hey, we got your store pickup. Today's the last day you could get it. And I said, oh crap. Again, it's me trying to spend money on these shifts. And like I said, my brain is jelly during the summer, basically. But I did remember to go pick them up. I did get 2 tank tops for $2.99 and paid them suckers off immediately. Because again, you're seeing how my mind is working. I'm not taking that chance to get a late fee for $2.99. So now we make it to Wednesday, and like I said, this just was the worst of weeks when it comes to work. It is just grueling. And so yeah, I really do start eating whenever I'm stressed. So basically, yeah, I woke up at 12:30 a.m. on Wednesday. I kept trying to talk myself into going back to bed, but I mean, it's really wouldn't have been that much. It would have been because I mean, I wake up at 1:32 a.m. anyways. Yeah, that's my shifts. So I figured whatever, I'm waking up. So I mean, I did get a bowl of cereal in, and that must have did something. Because normally I don't eat until I get home, which is after 5. Like I said, they're really long shifts. It's heat intensive, it's physical, and it sucks. But that's the summer, and that's what I gotta do to have 9 months of playtime. So, yeah, I was just hungry. So all I wanted to do was eat. So I did make a trip to McDonald's, but I made sure to keep it under $5, so that was $2.33. Of course, I went to Starbucks. That's where the most money went to. Had to stop at Sheetz and get the Marls, and of course I had to pick up Ray beer, but he covered that, so that doesn't really affect anything. Thursday is the last day for my work week, and like I said, it's stress spending. So this was the worst one out of the whole week. You could definitely tell by my spending. I'm spending a lot more throughout the week, that I am definitely stressed. And again, all I want to do is eat. And yeah, somehow I got shafted into paying for Joe's sandwich, which we will never do that again. So next time he says, hey, are you going there? I'm going to be like, yep. And he's going to be like, can you pick me up this? And I'm going to say, your car's outside. I have no problem picking people stuff up while I'm out, but at least, offer to pay for your item. I mean, I don't want to get cranky over $2, but I mean, it's the point, guys. So again, this week was a lot of trying it, failing, and learning. So I'm never going to go to that place and get ice cream again just because it was that horrible. And I'm always going to forget his order while I'm out. Sorry. Yeah, so after going to McDonald's, it still wasn't enough. I had to go back to Wendy's later on, and yeah, you could actually see I do keep a schedule of the times whenever I do go to these places. Like, I mean, seriously, like, we already went. We were at Starbucks, and that's whenever he mentioned, he was like, yeah, can you pick me up this while you're out? And it's like, we made a second trip, and it's like, still nothing. Like, come on, it's $2. Why? So, and there's no way he's going for us either. So, I mean, it's never going to be like, I'll get you next time. It's never going to happen. So, yeah, no, I had to pick up gas on the way home. And of course, I had to pay for the, Starbucks. I almost forgot to mark that down, but he's on there. Oh, man, this feels breathy. Must be the heat. So, that gets us to Friday, which is payday. And yeah, I completely forgot. This is the first pay of the school year, fiscal year, whatever it is. I call it the school year. But, yeah, so that means we got a raise, which is kind of cool. It's about like $72 more. What I'm debating, which I still haven't figured out what I want to do with this yet, is should I put this into the stash funds, which technically the stash funds, that $22 that I do take out, that was last year's raise. So, I mean, this year's raise, like, beats that. So, like, should I just combine it with the 22? And I mean, what would that be? Like $94 I think I'd be putting in the stash, which is technically my fun funds. That way I could buy stuff without feeling guilty. But then again, it's like, okay, should you be putting it into the stash? Should you be leaving it out to cover the charges? Because remember, that's what I was doing back in June, is I was buying everyday items, charging them to a credit card, and of course that racks up. So do I want this money out to cover those? Do I want to put it in the stash? So I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about it. Don't know which one to do there. Of course, my daily savings, that comes out immediately. Took care of some of the bills, paid off some of the afterpays, went back and took care of the charges that I did make from 7.3 to 7.9. Whew. So, like, that could, like these right here, whenever you saw that it had a dot but it has a check mark, hence why it says no cards. I did use a credit card and I did not pay it off that day. So the dot is a charge and the check mark is me letting myself know that that purchase was paid off and covered. My grocery shopping was $3.45. I have no idea what I bought. I really don't. I can't remember. It had to have been like buns or something. Like, I'm not quite sure what I bought. But, well, and then I got Bert some treats too. And so, I mean, that's been the cheapest grocery shop trip that I've had. I can't even talk. That I've had for a very long time, since the beginning of summer. So that's kind of nice, probably from me eating out all the time. But, it's sad whenever it's cheaper to eat out than it is to eat in. So, moving on to Saturday, one thing that I started doing back in June that I really like, and it helps keep me a little bit more focused, is the mid-month check-in. So I try to do that around the 15th to the 16th, and basically I went through and added up, just I made X amount of dollars, I saved X amount of dollars, I spent X amount of dollars, and I paid off X amount of dollars. I feel like I was paying off a lot more than what this shows. So that either means that I'm extremely overspending, because I seriously can't believe that I spent that much. That's ridiculous. Or I do need to pay off more. I'm going to say reduce my spending, because I really really don't know how I spent that much. That's ridiculous, even though I have it all written. But that's a little bit too much for me there. And just in case if some of you are doing some quick math here, please keep in mind that there is rollover. So there's $100 rollover from June. So yeah, I know it doesn't add up this way. I don't count the rollover because it was already included as income for the previous month. So that's literally what I made from July 1st. Rollover does not count. Okay, so there's that city payment that I was talking about. Like, city's already paid off, so I just take the 100 payment from that and I put it on Discover. Something told me to check city while I was there, and it's apparently somehow my Amazon Kindle got moved from the Amazon card to city. Again, I'm not quite sure. I thought I moved it back again. Apparently I didn't. But so I did pay that, so it's not a carrying balance. And of course I took the old man to McDonald's for lunch. Had to go to Walmart, got some nummies, and of course we had to pay the Powerball because that thing's up to like 900 million. Am I gonna win it? No, but you know, it's always fun to try. And yeah, in the previous videos, mostly back in March, April, May, not so much lately because of the summer shifts, but when I do go on a shopping trip with my dad, we literally go to every freaking store known to man. This used to be a big problem for me because I would I would literally buy everything in sight. I'm kind of like really proud of myself because, as you can see, I've went to Dollar Tree, Dollar General, took him to McDonald's, watched him get gas at Martin's. We went to Giant Eagle, went to Walmart and Bath and Body, and all I spent was really the $9 in nummies, and of course a $4 Powerball. But I was gonna get that anyways, and yeah, I bought him lunch, so. $18 out of that whole place because I was able to say no, 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 no. So that's nice. That's something I wouldn't have been able to do before starting this planner. And now we finally made it to today. And again, that whole mentality, and like I said, like I do actually get a sense of pride, knowing that I could walk into a store and I don't have to frickin' buy anything. It's wonderful, and I really do enjoy watching other people spend money now. It's better than spending my own money, so it's kind of really nice. So yeah, no, I've been very tempted to spend this weekend, because of the work week, you know, but, I just kept telling myself, do you need it? Do you need it? Do you need it? And the answer is no, 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 no. I mean, I got way too much stuff. I need to sell some of my stuff. So, yeah, I had to say no to Bath and Body Works twice, which I don't know how I did, but it's probably the mountain of Bath and Body Works stuff that's in my bathroom right now that's kind of helping me say, no, you got enough. I actually said no to Walmart for stuff that I don't need, even though Bill paraded me around in there. And it was like, oh, I'll get this for the summer. And it's like, no, because you hate summer. So, yeah. So I said no to Walmart. And I was cruising pretty good on Amazon the other day. Basically, which if you've seen my weekly plan with me, I've learned that when I'm stressed out, I start working out with weights. And of course, you know, like what's the first thing you do? It's kind of like doing a hobby, right? You know, so you're just like, oh man, you need to collect all this cool stuff so that you could do this. And it's like, no, you already have the weights. You're already doing it. You don't need a fancy bench. You don't need fancy weights. I mean, you literally got the things there. And from what I do know from myself in the past is when I do create a workout regimen, like a workout program, it's no longer fun. It's no longer spur of the moment, and I stop immediately. So I'm not going to spend money on that. I'm just going to continue to use it as a form of stress relief. And just be very grateful that that is my choice of stress relief. And of course, we had to go back to Sheets. We had to get ready for the work week, so I picked up my items there. Made another extra payment to Discover, so Discover got a big chunk out this week, so that's nice. Of course, I played the Powerball again. This is probably going to be the last one, though, guys, because I don't want to get too involved in that, because, I mean, just to even think about it, like, I've been saving $5 a day. That's about $150 a month. So you got $4, which is only $1 less, so that's $30. So that's about $120 a month if I would buy these every day for the month. I'm not willing to part with $120. $4, yeah. $120, no. So we're already up to 8. So I feel like that is the last one for there. And yeah, we had to take a shopping trip with my dad and my son. And apparently the $3.45 that I spent on Friday is enough because I didn't buy anything. To me, I didn't need anything, and I think that I have enough stuff in the fridge and freezer to last me until next week. So, yeah, I finally didn't spend $120 in groceries. I mean, that's nice. Probably gonna happen sometime here, but I mean, this is nice, guys. That saved me $100. So, I think that's a good place to end this budget review. Just in case if you're curious of what's coming up this week, we have nothing. We have nothing. We have nothing. I think this is when the fun starts. Yeah, Thursday. And I already have that transferred, so I just gotta remember to go on and pay it. I'm really hoping I didn't get a late fee last month. But I was one day late with that sucker. Again, because of these stupid work shifts. My part for being stupid for not looking at it, but again, my math is not the best during these shifts. But I mean, just I should have really paid more attention to that. So the fun is going to start on Thursday to Friday. And like I said, this is the week where all the bills come in. But this is what I get to battle for the upcoming week until I get to come on here again and do another budget review. So, I just want to close out by saying thank you so much for watching, guys. I greatly appreciate it. And please remember to hit that like and subscribe button to see more budget reviews.